Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Speed Gaming 2 and another exciting Legend of Zelda Randomizer weekly race. We have got some very familiar setup here for you tonight. Liquid Husband alongside my commentary partner Dark Falls. Dark Falls, we are going back to the past, the big Zelda Randomizer tournament that happened around the end of 2017, early 2018. These are bracket flags.
Absolutely, my friend. We have our first quest overworld. We have our second quest rooms. Pretty much whatever we had all seen already. It's a lot of fun. That tournament was a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to commentate. Should be a really good race. Tonight we have Antlers, Truant Gamer, CCX, and Random Effect on the restream. So between the four of these guys, that should be anyone's game. Should be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, we're all going to have some fun. Antlers has already said he will lose, but, you know, just one runner's opinion, perhaps. It's a couple of, flags to point out for those of us who haven't thought about the tournament in a few months. Plus or minus 2 HP on all types of enemies. So, yeah, could take a couple of bombs to take out Manhandla. First quest overworld, like you said, Shapes Dungeons. Pretty much everything else shuffled, just about. Ganon required, all that, normal Zelda stuff. Really a really solid set of flags. Second quest rooms, but at least we don't have to walk through walls and stuff like that. And the start screen, very close to vanilla start, and there's level 6 right away.
One of the dungeons you don't want to find early, it tends to be on the larger side. It tends to be a little bit of a labyrinth, especially without a weapon and without bombs. So they're probably going to come back here later on, and they're going to have to because we have a instant ladder block.
Yeah, ladder block and shoot. Pretty much sealing the deal for level 6, but that's the one that they can get back to very easily, and that is always a nice thing to have happen here in the Zelda Randomizer. You can up an A and be right back in a dungeon.
It is nice to have that one dungeon right off the bat, though. I mean, you're 10 seconds into the seed, and there you go. We're going to have to go find our wood sword first, maybe some bombs. Maybe one of the easier dungeons, like 1 or 2, and then come on back here later on.
Yeah, looks like our any roads, 2 of them are on Death Mountain and then 1 in the northeast. Not great. Could be worse, but not great.
And Truant popping on one of those any roads and being the gift of the Lionel Beam. Not fun.
No thank you at all. Oh wow! Up in the far northeast corner, Random Effect just found the white sword item. It is the silver arrows.
Well, that's nice to have. I mean, now we know they don't have to dig out level 9 for him.
Yeah. So, somewhere between 4 and 6 heart containers, the runners will be able to pick up the silver arrows, and that means they're not going to have to make an arrow purchase, unless things just go horribly wrong for them.
True,
So
just found out that same news. Antlers is trying to play dodge the line that'll beam here. Heading up to check out what the Armos item is.
Yeah, definitely trying to get up there to that Armos.
So when we first start out these seeds, what we're looking for off the bat, we're looking for a couple dungeons. We're also looking for our wooden sword and the one free item under the Armos. That's basically the starting goal, per se, for these seeds.
Yeah, now we've got Truant checking out some other Armos statues. Still nothing there. Yeah, the door pair 19, not bad. The medium secret was 39 I saw earlier. Oh, and the small secret only 3 rupees, but we can live with that.
Yeah, the small one is kind of the wash secret. I mean, it doesn't really matter either way. And Antler's taking a Lionel Beam to the back. That's a rather cruel screen to pop in on.
Yeah. Yeah, the key one, I mean, everyone loves to have a huge, large secret, but having that middle secret be above average is tremendously helpful in gathering rupees, and we've already seen we won't have to, probably not going to have to purchase arrows, so that will free up some money for other things, maybe needing to buy bombs or keys.
So far overall, though, this overworld's been a bit of a thing for 3 of the 4 runners, and we do have level 9 by Antlers in the Lost Hills.
Okay, so Antlers, the first of our featured runners to find the ultimate destination.
Still need 8 Triforces to come back there and get that. And the bow and some silvers, and most likely that ladder.
Another Armos with not an item underneath it. Unless it's over on the western side of Hyrule, Truant Gamer's about to find our Armos item.
And it is. It's in the graveyard today.
Wow. And expensive bombs, but cheap key and shield there.
And Random found another dungeon. We found level 4.
I'm glad he found it, because I didn't see where it was. And he found another ladder block. Wow. Ladder is quickly becoming a crucial play. It's a vanilla level 3. Truant Gamer picking up a candle.
So that's actually going to be a ladder / bomb block on that level 4. Because the logic will not make you do a ladder clip over that T room.
Oh yeah, I guess that wouldn't be ladder blocked, it would be something else blocked. And Truant, having picked up the candle, now finding more take-inies, thanks to that candle.
And Random's going to do a little bit of a world clip here to see what that coast item is.
Glad those arrows don't have to be bugs. They're 96 rupees. Coast item was the power bracelet on Truant Gamer's screen. I think he might have more information than just about anybody at this point.
So that power bracelet, we're playing first quest, so we only have 4 spots that's going to unlock. It still might be necessary, but in first quest it's not as often needed.
Ooh, and a huge, large secret as well, 138 rupees. We are in inflation mode in Hyrule tonight.
Always nice to have those inflated secrets, just one less worry you have to deal with.
Yeah. Bombs can be purchased now without reproof, and Random Effect, as if he needed any help, is the first of our featured runners to pick up the wood sword. It is at vanilla level 5. That's not somewhere you go out of your way to look.
Yeah, it could be a little bit before some of our other runners get over there. Antlers is relatively close to it, so you could be checking out, but we'll find out.
CCX, I believe, just picked up the Armos item. Let's see if we can see what it was when he starts back up. He died immediately. It's the raft. Okay.
Raft is a little bit on the disappointing side to find. It is just 2 open spots on the world map. But again, if there is a dungeon behind the raft spot, it's necessary. We'll find out momentarily, at least in this spot.
I enjoy watching the Stalfos walk do the raft move, and there it is, level 8 underneath the raft spot.
So raft is required. That's definitely a interesting thing to have, but at least we know it is a relatively easy raft to get since it is just that Armos item.
Okay, and now if he had any items or anything, maybe we could work something out here. But red whiz robes everywhere. CCX is gonna have to turn around and come back later.
Truant does find level 3, so that's a new dungeon for us as well.
I would say, it's unfortunate because level 8, as far as finding dungeons early, level 8 might be the, I don't know, 3rd best dungeon to find early.
Depending on the enemy set, yeah, because it does have those 2 items, so it's definitely one of the better ones to find. And Truant does get a quick, easy Triforce in level 3. And with his newly picked up wooden sword, Random has gone back into level 4 to see what he finds over here.
Yeah. Truant Gamer did pick up the Triforce in level 3, but he's not done. He wants to try to see if he can dig out this item.
Well, let's see if these Dodongos are holding it. We do have a push block, so this is potentially our item.
And nope, just a transport staircase.
And we have Random Effect defeating the dreaded Rupee boss and getting a key for his efforts.
I feel like we're seeing a lot of important things going on at Vanilla Dungeon locations. There was Wood Sword, and level 8 was at Vanilla 3. Level 3 was at Vanilla 1.
Well, it is summer. People do like ice cream, man. What else is better than vanilla?
Hey, can't go wrong there.
So, Liquid, when you're playing this seeds, what's your general mindset? Do you like to tackle the high dungeons first to get them out of the way, or do you like to go for the lower ones if you can?
I gotta do. I'm not. Honestly, I'm not skilled enough to be making up any strategy other than do the best I possibly can. I would be much happier, obviously, to see level 1 than, say, level 6. If I can... Yeah, I'm always going to... I would say levels 1, 2 are top priority. Then maybe 3 and 8 would be kind of tied. Because 3 is going to be kind of small, but 8 is going to have 2 items.
Now, while I would agree with you on the premise, my sticking point would be, and the rich get richer. As Randomizer finds his white sword here in level 4.
Yeah, of all the people to find the white sword, it's the one guy who already had a sword.
So as I was saying, the way I look at dungeons personally when I play is I look to see what the enemy set is. So if I have a level 1 that's absolutely jam-packed with something like Wizrobes and a level 8 that has Stalfos, I'll go to level 8 first.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. Question in chat, general estimated time of run, I would say good runners for most flag sets like these flags, we're probably looking at around an hour. Maybe an hour 10 if it gets a little crazy. A little more than that, perhaps. But most people at the top of their game are probably going to be able to finish these within an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, I would say it would fluctuate anywhere between maybe a low of 50 minutes to a high of as much as an hour and a half at most, depending on how trolly the seed likes to be, because everyone knows how Zelda 1 likes to troll people.
Yep. Truant Gamer, using that massive amount of money in this overworld to purchase the blue ring, he now has... He had more hearts than anybody already. He had 5 hearts. Now he effectively has 10. Yes, Fury, that is true. I did roll this seed because someone was asking where's the seed and no one had done it yet.
To answer a quick question.
General idea, most things are shuffled, plus or minus 2 HP, shapes, first quest overworld. What else can we say about it?
We're playing with the second quest rooms, not doors, just rooms.
Yeah.
So basically, it's the 2018 bracket flags is what they're calling it.
Yeah, if you were watching the tournament, Silver Arrow's not picked up at 4 hearts. If you were watching the tournament and saw the portion in which guys like me were not participating in, these were the flags that were going down.
So the big thing about those silver arrows is we know that in this current flag set, as someone was asking, we do need to kill Ganon. So having those out of the way as early as we have, it's definitely a benefit to our runners tonight.
Yeah, one of the few things that isn't checked when you're going through the flag set for this race is forcing the silver arrows to level 9. Obviously, that's the case. We've seen them sitting out there on the overworld. Fortunately for Antlers, our second featured runner, picking up their sword at about 12 minutes and making that dreaded key purchase.
Honestly, not that bad of a pickup with how much money that we do have in this seed. It might take him out of blue ring stage, but if he finds the red ring, he won't really need it anyway.
Oh wow, that was a very smart maneuver by Antlers. Stuck on that top row with the blue Lionel, took damage from the candle to boost past the Lionel. Quick thinking on Antlers' part. Saved himself about a heart and a half there.
Alright, so random effects is down to level 3. See what we find here. Yes, hints are helpful.
The hint type is mixed, so they are either helpful or goofy.
Yeah, I meant helpful as in not deceptive. So
Yeah.
if you get a hint, you know it's going to be accurate.
True.
No, that 3 is a thing of beauty. That's a quad level 3.
Wow. Four pieces of level 3. That is. I don't like speaking, ill of dungeons, but man, that's ugly.
Yeah, that level 3 is a thing of beauty for sure.
This is the Triforce room. They lock you in with 3 fires and a Triforce just sitting on the floor. Random effect, like Truant Gamer before, I'm going to try to dig out this item. He's a little more well equipped to do so, having, a sword and all.
And Antlers is going to be joining Random here in level 3.
One of the nice things, though, about level 3 in shapes is if it's adjacent to a room, with very few small exceptions, you can bomb into it. There's no goofy, sorry, this wall doesn't bomb situations.
Yeah, absolutely. Levels 1 and 2 own that as well.
Yeah. Ooh, bomb upgrade. Hanging out by itself in one section of level 3. Random effect passing on that for now, probably because he has full bombs, but knows he can come back to it if he needs to.
Oh, level 3 Zinc Blood does somewhat resemble that, I suppose. Yes, chat.
Oh, the bunnies taking down Random effect.
Nothing worse than hidden bunnies. That's like the worst feeling, other than popping maybe a room full of wizards.
Yeah. They're just annoying, mostly because you could have the magical sword and the red ring, and it's still going to take a while to get him down, just because you need the bow.
There is nothing more satisfying though than just blasting through a pack of bunnies with the bow once you get it.
Yeah, there is a sort of like a sweet release to it. I would agree. More staircases for Random effect.
And then there's that Zelda 1 seed that puts the bow in a room that's guarded by 8 bunnies.
Yeah, Laws, get a load of this level 3.
Laws, you would like this seed. It's a high money seed.
Yeah, there is cash, fat stacks of cash everywhere, to the tune of buying the blue ring 10 minutes in, if you're a truant gamer. Blue ring before sword.
So now the question is, for Random, is just where is this item?
Yeah. Where is the item, and at what point does it become still worth it? Oh. The fires went down like a sack of potatoes.
It's in the one locked room that he passed, of course.
He didn't want to have to use that key.
And now this is going to be a boomerang, just because he had to use this key for it.
Not just any boomerang, but the inclusion of the second quest rooms. You'll see now, anytime you're in a dungeon room where there is a block on the middle row, it's that far left block that can be pushed.
Oh, it's the red ring. That's a nice pickup.
Zelda with a red dress on. Random effect just keeps stockpiling the power and defense mechanisms.
Yeah, with someone with random skill, once he gets that ladder and he knows where that bow is, he's going to be all blazes.
Yeah, he doesn't have to find another heart container the rest of the run at this point. Unless it's going to take 6 to pick up those silver arrows.
I mean, there is that caveat of level 9 having a absolute wizard infestation, which could still be challenging even on 5 hearts, even with a red ring, but we'll see that once we go into 9 itself.
Yeah. 20 hearts with the... And the fact that he's got the white sword, 20 hearts and the white sword for random effect, a guy who has finished low percent in less than an hour. I believe in him. We did see Antlers did purchase the bomb upgrade, I'm assuming, at some point, considering you've got 12 bombs now. Yeah, that large secret, I was just talking about how it's really only important, it's more important to get the medium secret to be high, and how good it was that it was 39 and immediately someone picked up 138. So, yeah.
Yeah, there are...
J-Money, you're on the nose.
There's 3 large secrets, I believe there's either 7 or 9 mediums, so... Either way, it works out really well. And Truant taking a Wizard Beam to the side, unfortunately. But he did find level 1, where there are 2 items.
He found level 1, but also found a lot of Wizrobes. Meanwhile, Random Effect's going to find the usefulness of that raft. Yeah, new laws could come in with the secret statistics.
And Liquid, while we do have a little bit of a second, I do want to give a quick shout out to our tracker behind the scenes, so he's pushing those buttons. So thank you, Fury Escape, for the behind the scenes work. We definitely appreciate you, my friend.
Yes, my man Fury, fellow follower of the one true Nanner. Truant Gamer also finding level 5. It's down on the southern Hylian coast.
Yes, we got 2 items. We got 2 levels down there. We got 1 and 5. No sword though, so we had to dip out of 1, and he's probably going to dip out of level 5 as well.
We know Goma Creep's close to start. We've been there.
Thanks for the old news game, as always.
Look at this white sword and red ring coming in handy here against the Blue Land Molai.
Yeah, that's a Gears of War rip and shred moment if I ever saw one.
Only to come across another one.
That's another enemy you just love to destroy once you can. It's just those Lenmola, they're just so annoying.
Yeah. Oh. Are we gonna find out the truth about manhandling this seed? Okay, he goes down in 1 bomb. Good to know. We have not named the Eat Bot in level 4. That is not a thing that has happened. So, Ganon appearing to make the best use of his resources, putting Wizrobes in both 1 and 8. So if you want the 2 items in those dungeons, you got to go through his toughest minions.
And CCX is getting his first sword being the white sword, not a good pickup for him.
Okay, and Random Effect, because he's crazy, is trying to clear this ladder-blocked room of Wizrobes. But I guess when a red Wizrobe beam only takes 1 heart from you...
And Antlers found level 7. Nice Virtual Boy palette.
Nice. Let's play some Zelda tennis here in level 7. That's the only game I ever knew existed for the Virtual Boy, so...
That system was something else. And at 22 minutes, Truant has found his sword, so now we have everyone armed at least.
Alright, all of our featured runners with swords. Oh, there's our first no-no item. Random Effect discovering the Lesser Nanner in level 8.
Don't let the TG hear you say that.
He knows.
And we do have a quick Triforce in this level 7. I'm gonna pass it for now and see if we can find that item though.
Yeah, that's good news though. 6 and 7, not really dungeons you want to spend a lot of time in.
So basically what the game does when it sets up these maps is levels 1 through 6 will share same grid, level 7, 8 will share the same grid, and level 9 has its own specific grid. So they all kind of mesh together in like a big Tetris puzzle.
Yeah. And if you had found 1, 2, 4, and 5 first, you'd have been like, wow. You could have drawn it all out and be like, no, I did something wrong. Level 3 couldn't possibly look like this.
Random start playing Bomb the Wizrobe.
Now that CCX has the sword, he is heading back to the knowledge he has of level 8 on that ref spot, and we get to see something I love again, watching that Stalfos ride across the water. He just looks like he's having such a fun time.
He's equally armed as Random, a little bit behind on Triforce count by 1, but definitely not a bad showing so far.
Yeah. He doesn't have that red ring, though.
Yeah, that's a little daunting when you're looking down a pack of Wizrobes, but handling it pretty well so far. Gonna get rewarded by his banana right now.
We have our first, I guess not finisher. We have had someone forfeit from the race. We had like over 20 in this race, though. I mean, that was a pretty impressive turnout for tonight.
And CCX finds his banana and picks it up.
Sort of. Stalfos doesn't appear to be holding anything. He kind of went homestar runner on that with the hands disappearing.
So he's an illusionist now?
Man, this level 8, it's taking quite some time to clear out. As we see Truant now back in level 3, trying to dig out that item. He will be happy with what he finds. Hello, Goma.
Or at least that's just a Goma, not a Goma block, because we wouldn't be able to pass him without that bow.
Yeah. So the good news is the bow could still be in here. Bad news is you don't have any arrows.
Well, at 6 hearts, he knows where he can get some.
Yeah, and with the money in this seed, he's got 255 rupees. He being random effect in this case. There are multiple runners in level 8. About to be a third.
And DCX unfortunately takes a Wizrobe Beam to the side.
Yeah, I thought he was camped out in a room with some blue Wizrobes, and he was doing the right thing. He was hanging out on those half tiles and not being afraid. But unfortunately, it didn't work out for him this time.
Yeah, so going vertically, if you stand one half tile to the right of a Wizrobe, it cannot hit you. That goes for any kind of like projectile enemy. So if as long as it's up to down, they will not be able to touch you with their weapon.
Yeah, I mean it's the way to go with Lionels and Wizrobes especially. This level 8 is massive.
Personally, I think I hate Korea the most just because they're so random with how they throw the boomerang.
Yeah, they're an absolute pain. Blue Koreas are just, dreadful. Especially if you have the wood sword.
At least Lionels and Wizrobes telegraph just a bit so you know what's coming at you. But those Guerreras just throw at the last second and it's just impossible to dodge sometimes.
Yeah, I love me some Lionels. I love dungeon Lionels. Getting a chance to fight them on a grid, and they do that little stutter step, man. I just feel like it's all been evened up for finally. Yeah, blue Koreas are 5 HP. Just, I mean, even with the white sword, that's 3 hits.
And if you guys are liking what you're watching so far, please give all 4 of these guys a follow. Definitely deserve the support.
Yeah. we got several, really, really good randomizer runners here on this, and then also, I mean, Random Effect on top of that, is one of the, top 10, 15 vanilla players in the world. Yeah.
So the real
we all want to see this map for level 8.
Yeah, the real question is A, where's the Triforce? B, where's the second item? And C, what is it?
Yeah.
Because I went through all this level 8 and all I got back for was the book, I'd be a little salty.
At least they haven't, skipped over the Triforce.
Yeah, so they're hunting for 2 things at the moment. But yeah, it's level 8. Definitely looks like a behemoth, as someone in the chat said. And Truant gets his red ring and his Triforce in 3, and he does not have to go back there.
Okay, if nothing else comes out of this run, CCX has taught me that more people should be using the Stalfos sprite, just for my own entertainment purposes. The dude just wiggles across the screen.
Have you seen the Lino sprite? It's my personal favorite.
I haven't seen the line. Gibdo was my personal favorite before tonight. Watching Fred do screen scrolls with the Gibdo, and he just sort of like wiggles his butt back and forth.
Okay, so Random Effect has just found his compass, so he knows where the Triforce is, and it looks like he can get to it. So we'll just see about the item now if he chooses to stay here or not. And he's not going to be able to unless he can figure out some other way to go.
Yeah, wow, looks like if they want that second item at 8, it is a massive double dip.
And Random's going to grab that Triforce and most likely say goodbye.
Yeah. That'll be enough of level 8 for him.
Alright, Liquid, we're about half hour in. Do you want to give us a rundown of what we have so far?
Sure. We have not yet to see an item in level 1, although True Gamer is in there right now. We haven't even seen level 2, period. Level 3 has the red ring. Level 4 has the white sword. No items yet for 5, 6, or 7, although I'm watching these hints right now. Not finding anything yet. Level 8 has the standard issue boomerang. Level 1 has a ladder. Did just find that out. Huge find for Truant. Ladder. Regular boomerang in 8. We don't know the second item yet in 8. It appears it might be ladder blocked. Coast item, power bracelet, Armos item, the raft. The white sword item is the all-important silver arrows hanging up in the northeast corner. Yeah, that ladder pickup for Truant Gamer in level 1, that's huge. He's going to try to find that second item now hanging out on the floor somewhere.
It means he wanted to double dip 8 either, so once he goes there, he might be able to get both items and let us know what the second one is. And if it's that bow, the other guys might have to go back there. That's going to be a costly double dip, as you said.
That would be huge, yeah. Truant Gamer has to hope that the bow is ladder blocked. And he doesn't know it quite yet, but he doesn't know how much he wants it to be in level 8.
It looks like he's going for that Triforce, so he might be saying goodbye to level 1. I did not see what his second item was, though. Okay, he's going back in, so he has not gotten it yet.
The item tracker on the screen, Mike44 New Jersey Devils, it's keeping track of the quote-unquote important items or required items. It's the ones that those items cannot be in level 9, other than the silver arrows, but we know they're not in this case. But they're the items that could be required in order to complete the seed. You've got, like the raft and the recorder and the power bracelet that open up dungeon spots. You've got the ladder that clears up you know, the ability to skip over rivers inside the dungeons, and then you've got obviously the bow and silver arrows that kill Ganon.
And the Dungo dwells by our lake. That's an interesting hint because we have seen a lot of the lake spots already. So that could tell us that that power bracelet still might be needed.
Or a recorder.
Yes, absolutely. And Truant looks to be going to get that power bracelet right now. Unless he's stopping at 5 first.
Oh, Random Effect has his ladder.
See if we can find that second item in 1 though, because I don't know if Truant saw it or not.
Yeah, I did not see a second item anywhere.
Frico, silvers are the white sword item there in the upper right part of the map in the Lost Hills. So we know it's not that. Oh, you know what? It could be behind this Dig Dogger here.
Wouldn't that be something? A recorder required item.
And we have the blue boomerang in level 5.
Level 5. Alright, Truant Gamer no longer my friend. He burns the block even. Fury and I will have something to say for that. Invalid run, in fact, Fury. I think we should go ahead and disqualify him right now.
So you're not a fan of calling that the scrap metal?
Oh no, that is the superior model. The one true nanner.
Alright, chat, I'll leave it up to you guys. Are you guys team blue banana or team normal banana?
I know Fury's on my side, but I guess that may not count. That was known. He and I are the chief apostles.
Yeah, looks like we have the bow in level 1, so our Truant might have to go back there.
Yeah. By the way, Random Effect has the bow.
So for all intents and purposes, unless that power bracelet is in fact needed for level 2, Random's gonna start flying here.
Yeah. And now Random Effect, of course, the guy with 255 rupees, keeps finding money secrets. Go ahead and buy the blue ring just so you can pick up those secrets. I know you got the red already.
With max money and seeing that meat shop, I might have just bought the bait just to have it at this point.
Yeah. Would not have been a bad play.
Well, he's not Captain Money anymore. Old man robs him a little bit. Looks like Rand's going to go back to the coast and find level 5 momentarily.
Yeah. And we did see earlier, I mean, there was a really cheap spot to buy keys as well, which is nice. In case that comes into play, although Random Effect, because he has everything else, he also has 9 keys. He's a little short on bombs right now. Could we hook a brother up here? I mean, in a time of trouble, maybe give him some bombs? He has so little.
Well, I mean, he knows where the bomb sharps are, so he could just go buy some.
Fred Stalfos, engage.
Well, now just a blood skeleton.
Link, the blood moon. Truant Gamer taking no chances with that power bracelet. He's got his. Probably a smart play at this point. I mean, we haven't excavated Death Mountain, but that's 4 spots that can open up to him. Paltry medium secret on the other raft spot.
I think 2 is the only dungeon we're missing. We have 1, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we're still just missing level 2.
Yep, level 2 is the only one we can find. Is this game hard? Sometimes. Maybe the best way to put it.
The beauty of Zelda 1 Randomizer is it can be as, I don't want to say easy, but as non-challenging per se, or as insanely difficult as you want it to be.
Yeah, with the randomizer, yes. The randomizer, yes. You make your own. You choose your own fate with it, for sure.
I mean, if you really want to, you could turn on one-hit KO, Swordless Blackout, and then have fun.
I'd say it's harder than a Link to the Past randomizer. It's quicker, but it's harder. Yeah.
I would say it's more combat intensive than ALTTPR.
Also, it isn't just the vanilla game with things moved around.
Yeah, it's more. It's kind of like comparing apples and oranges. They're both phenomenal in their own right. In this one, you have more combat intensive gameplay, and I would say possibly in ALTTPR you have more routing gameplay.
Oh, absolutely. That is a chunky level 5, isn't it? Random effect, giving up 4 hearts there, theoretically. Not interested in these staircases, he just wants that Triforce. I don't remember where it was at from when Truant was in here earlier. Oh, there it is!
Now, he could still not be in that predicament where he needs that whistle to get into the water spot in the Lost Woods.
Yeah.
So he might be looking for that flute still.
He could be. I mean, he had seen the item in 5, though. He saw the blue boomerang, so that part was helpful at least. But level 8 at this point, the returns on that second item made are starting to diminish. I don't think it's Goma blocked, but I think the second item 8 was ladder blocked. Because we kind of ran out of places to look that we knew about until we came to the Triforce room, and it was a river.
So tonight on Speed Gamer Radio.
Yeah. For anyone who's coming in, it's not just you. We are working on it though. Those sweet sword swings take you, transport you back to a place in time. Count is 2 and 1.
See, chat, we just want you to use your imagination. We're gonna go to the imagination land for the moment.
Yep. Can we get Vin Scully in here real quick? It's been a while since I've done radio.
Alright, it looks like we're back. Just wanted to go back to a blast from the past and use your imagination for a little bit, chat.
Yes. We are back and better than ever. I was eventually going to get to the point in my broadcast where the Indians won the World Series, but even I knew that's not realistic in imagination.
Well, I mean, the Red Sox finally pulled it off, so it's possible.
Yeah, money buys everything.
And Truant also ignoring the regular banana.
And burning the block for that one as well. At least he's an equal opportunity hater. I can sort of appreciate that.
For me personally, it all depends on A, how far in the seat I am, and B, what else I have at the moment.
For me, if there's the possibility of 0 HP enemies, that, increases the value of the boomerang, or if Lionels are in dungeons, you can just line those suckers up and blast them away if you've got the boomerang. But, yeah. This late in the seed, there's a lot of items that you don't want to probably not going to bother picking up. The Silver Arrows is not one of those, as Random Effect finally does go back up to the northeast corner and retrieve his.
So the question now, Liquid, is where is level 2 hiding?
Smart Money is on Power Bracelet.
I'm thinking it's
Or
going to
Death
be
Mountain.
by the fairy fountain that we're somewhat close to right now. The one with all the winos in front of it.
The push block south of the fountain. Yeah. It could be over by the grave, even, I think. I think Random was over there a little bit, but not much.
Well, it's by a lake, though, so...
Oh, that's right. By lake. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say then we're... that recorder, man. Maybe time to go hang out in level 6 and see what you can find.
There is the Forgotten Spot. I don't think anyone's checked that one yet either.
Is that one part of the lake contingent?
I believe it is.
Okay, we're finding a whole lot of nothing so far under the Power Bracelet spots.
Yeah, so it's got to be either the Forgotten Spot, or it's got to be in that Whistle Spot.
Yeah. I mean, for the fun of the run, I'm almost rooting for the recorder now.
Well, we do have Random level 7, so that's one more level that he doesn't have to find now. That was a quick Triforce, so we'll see what he has.
Yeah, he sees that quick Triforce, and is he going to be convinced that he should go ahead and just get out of level 7 with a quick Tringle?
It looks like he's making a beeline over to it, so he could just be grab and go mode.
Yeah. Not the worst play here, but it kind of says, hey, I'm going to commit to level 6, so he probably needs to try to dig something out of 6 at this point. Now, Truant is very, he's in the Triforce room of level 8 now. If he can survive here, we might be able to get a glimpse into what is beyond that river. Yeah, tonight level 9 is one screen east of vanilla level 5.
So what Truant is doing is he's killing most of the enemies in the room, except for the Wizard, then backing out and re-entering, and hoping that Wizard takes a easier form enemy, as it just did with that rope, and he is grabbing the Triforce.
Truant had the recorder. Did he pick that up? And he had the recorder in his inventory just then as his B item. I know it's not there right now, but I promise I saw it.
So that must be recorder in 8, I would assume.
Maybe that was the second item in 8. I don't think he picked... I mean, he made a beeline in, every other dungeon he's been in. So, it would almost have to be.
I would assume he found it when we froze out.
Yeah, very very possible. Now let's see. Let's see if this is the move here.
Gonna take a quick dip to the ferry to heal up a little bit. And Truman might have the key to unlocking this seed if this is where we think it is.
Oh man, the moment of truth. What do we find? We find level 2!
Wow, so that means we have, not only is our raft required, but our flute is required as well. That is huge for Truman to find out at this point.
Yeah, two of the unlocking items bringing us dungeons, and we find the red candle immediately in level 2 is huge. And hey, good thing you got that recorder. Here's Dig Dogger. Excellent point, Fury. Now, random effect appears as I said earlier. He's going to commit to level 6. He's going to find either the any key, the heart container, or the book.
We have the wind or the heart at this time.
Oh wait.
Book, key, wand,
the book.
heart.
There's 4 items still at large. I'm sorry, the wand could also be in here. So there is a useful item out there.
I have 5 items at large. 1 in 6, 1 in 7, 1 in 8. Oh wait, recorder in 8. Never mind.
Yes, no false walls in this one. We have room. The second quest rooms can be in here, but the walls are not.
So of what's left, I would want either the any key or the wand in here. Given that he has 8 keys, I'd probably want the wand over the key at this point.
Yeah. If you have the master key in that situation, you can choose leave 2 keys and you receive no penalty whatsoever. It's a nice play. Yep, infinity minus 2, still infinity.
I think the game just codes you to have 255 keys, knowing that you'll never use them all.
Touch blue, make it true. Can't triple stamp the double stamp. There's our heart container in level 7. So someone did finally dig out the item in 7. That was Antlers, who came back to 7. He was the first one to find it and get the Triforce earlier. And now probably going to be scratching his head a little bit. And while we're scratching our heads, my god, look at that level 6.
That thing is a thing of beauty. Could be all one segment. Well, we know there's gonna be at least one transport, but since it's not segmented, there is only gonna be one.
Yeah, that is impressive. That'd be that twisty and windy and that huge, and still connected. Well done, Fred. And it's gonna hurt him bad to know that all this time when he's spent in this dungeon, if he's looking for an item.
I have a gut feeling that the book's gonna be here.
Yeah. Nothing to be, he's not gonna find the recorder, which is probably what he's hoping to find.
Chad bringing up a good point. You can kind of see where level 3 would kind of fit into the side of this level 6. This is a monstrosity, and we have CCX picking up the Triforce in level 1, so that gives him his 3rd of the night.
Yep. He did pick up the ladder. I didn't see if he picked up the bow or not.
I am not sure if he did either.
But to to my knowledge, Random Effect is the only one with the bow. And to Fury, our tracker's knowledge as well. And he's been keeping a better eye on it than I have.
Again, thank you to Fury SK in chat for the phenomenal job of tracking. Trackers make the randomizer so much easier for commentators.
Oh yeah. I mean, I keep notes over here, but there's a lot of things I know I don't have to worry about keeping track of because they're going to be on the screen right there for me.
It does look like CCX did pick up his bow in level 1.
Okay, so that's huge for him, not having to go back there. This is not a room he wanted to come across. The either or here in level 5.
And we have synchronized white sword pickups by Antlers and True and Gamer at the same time.
Oh, the sync is real. Here, 54 minutes in. Oh, there was the Triforce. So Random Effect has found the Triforce in 6. But it was in a staircase room, so he had to take a look at least.
And Random does get to play Hyro's favorite game of mow down bunnies with an arrow.
Say hello to my little friend.
It's Wabbit season.
There's our item in 6. It is the any key. He had used a considerable amount of keys here in this long and winding dungeon, so, you know, better than the book, better than the heart container, which we knew was in 7, so now we've got,
I think we do have the...
Book and Wand, what a pair in level 9.
So just to give the complete story of this seed, level 1 has the ladder and the bow, 2 had the red candle, 3 had the red ring, 4 had the white sword, 5 had the blue boomerang, 6 had the any key, 7 had the heart container, 8 had the wooden banana and the recorder, 9 had the book and the wand, Armor's item was the raft, white sword item was the silver arrows, and the light item was the power bracelet.
It appears as though Random Effect has the right idea here, though. And apparently you did not have to go up into that ladder blocked portion in order to find that second item, because True Gamer picked up the Triforce and left, and already had the recorder at that point.
Yeah, I think Random's at that kind of point where he's run out of options, so he knows he has to go back and get the recorder.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's probably still some of Death Mountain he hasn't explored, but that's just speculation on my part. It's absolutely the correct play, knowing what we know.
So to go off a comment in chat, CCX is playing as one of Ganon's minions, so he's going to have a little bit of a special boss fight once we come across Ganon a little bit on his side.
Yep. He will have a special boss fight, and Random Effect will be rescuing an interesting individual.
Serial X, we're definitely playing with the 2018 bracket flags, so it's going to be the flags that we used right after the Swiss rounds.
Yep. All the things shuffled, more or less. First quest, Overworld, Shapes Dungeons, and second quest, Rooms, plus or minus 2 HP.
Mixed hints and second quest
Mixed
rooms.
Yeah, mixed hints. And one of those hint shops was three community hints. CCX finally biting the bullet, giving up 4 hearts. 1, but 4 because he has the red ring. Yes, Laws, that was blasphemy. Okay, random effect picks up the recorder in level 8. Bad news for everyone else. Off stream, nobody else has finished. So it very much looks like random effect could very well be in the running to win this race. Yeah.
Well, there is still level 9, and we all know what level 9 can do to people.
Yes. It can do nasty things, or thanks to the randomizer, it could be a case of go up, go left,
Then go up again.
and ball game. Yeah, there are tons of cool sprites you can choose standard already in the randomizer, and then some people have custom ones on top of that. I will say there is something to be said though for playing as Link and knowing where all your visual cues are already.
So Random is about to finish off his complete Triforce. Not beyond the Dig Dogger though.
Yeah.
Sees that red candle and says, "Nope, no time for you."
We didn't see how many hearts were required for the silvers. We know it wasn't 4. No one tried at 5, to the best of my knowledge. Yeah, I think Random's logic there in not picking up the red candle is he doesn't see himself using the candle again the rest of the run, more than likely. He picks up his Triforce. He's got 8 hearts times 4. That's 32 hearts for a guy who can play low percent. Plus the white sword.
So now Random is going to be taking the long trek over to level 9. Liquid, what's he going to be looking for?
There are going to be some potential hints. Now with mixed hints, they could be for naught. There will be, obviously we're looking for Ganon. We will be listening for Ganon's roar, in the adjacent rooms. There will be, if he comes across the kidnapped, the best way to put it, the person who he's trying to reach to end the game, there could be a single shutter door in the room that does not open once it has all been cleared. The compass will obviously point to that. It's not going to be in Zelda's room, as we just saw that one in level 6. She has moved to another dungeon. But there will be hints, like we said. We could have a hint for the general quadrant location of Ganon, a hint for the location of the silver arrows, and a quadrant hint for the location of the kidnapped whom you will be rescuing.
Now, unfortunately, we don't have audio for randoms, so we will not be able to hear Ganon, so we will be just as surprised as you all are in chat when we come across it.
Question, why does he only have the raft? I would say he only has the raft, but of the items that are quote-unquote required to complete the game, he didn't go to level 1, which had both the bow and the ladder. You need the ladder to get the power bracelet, and the recorder was hidden deep here in level 8.
And we do have a Wizard level 9 with a red ring and 32 effective hearts. We'll see how this level 9 treats Random, but I don't think he'll have too much problems here with his capabilities. And hello, Patra.
Everybody's favorite level 9 friend. Patra around a diamond staircase.
Truant grabbing his anti here in level 6, and then he just has to walk over to level 7, and he'll be on his way to level 9.
Yep. And level 7, not a difficult dungeon to finish quickly, so he'll be in level 9 before too long, and he picks up the magical sword at 10 hearts. That was a huge find. He got a heart container in level 6 at the last minute. 10 heart magical sword. He is now playing with power.
And Random Effect knows where Zelda is. He still just needs to find the pig, though.
Yep. So we've got we do have a location of the kidnapped on Random Effect's side. Now he just has to figure out where that pesky pig is.
Liquid, do you like some bacon?
Oh, of course. I will never find myself in a situation where I don't, I think.
So where is the pig hiding tonight?
I think, well, my stretch ran out real fast. My play, go right. Because no one ever goes right, and so there's a chance if you go right, you're the only one who does it, you can luck out.
And Truant has found level 7. See how level 9 treats him when he gets over there. This could still be a race.
Yeah. Especially with that compass kind of pointing things out super quick. Hey, this is the direction you need to go in.
Ram does have quite a bit of a lead, and he knows where Zelda is, but if Truant takes the right path and finds Ganon first, Zelda wasn't too far away from start.
Ooh. Yeah, the beast awaits in southeast of Skull, so it's somewhere in this quadrant that he's in right now that you start in. Oh, wait. Did Truant Gamer never pick up the bow?
Sure, you bring up a good point. He will have to go back to level 1.
Wow.
Oh, and now we do have audio for our Random Effect.
Alright.
So now we can hear again once we come across him. And of course, I do want to give a quick shout out to Speed Gaming for hosting these weekly races. These have been a blast to not only play in, but commentate and watch as well. So thank you, Speed Gaming.
At this point, looks like Random Effect strategy is to find staircases, because he's definitely not just walking around the southeast. He is out of bombs, though, which is never a situation you want to be in level 9.
Yeah, especially when you're looking for one specific thing in this massive dungeon. So it looks like the bow is in this wizard room, which is part of why Truant said goodbye to it earlier. But now with the magical sword and road ring, you can just hack and slash it. Oop. Did he pick it up and not notice it?
That would be a heck of a predicament.
Well, unfortunately, without going to the pause menu, we can't see if he actually picked it up. But I was pretty sure it was in that wizard room.
Fury says it's in the moat room in level 1. Somewhere here up high. Random is really just in a situation looking for bombs at this point.
Truant getting the heart container level 1. Not what he wanted. There it is. So, Random now is back up to, well, 7 bombs now after using one.
Alright. So we can continue his search for Ganon.
Now, if Truant gets into level 9 and gets a better path, and which is highly possible if you just take the right way, this could still be very close.
Yeah, it could be now. You know, let's not forget, you know, in Random Effect's favor, he does know where the kidnap lies. He found the room, the path to finish the game. He's just got to find Ganon.
The elusive pig, and CCX has just found his any key. Nice to find that when you have 2 keys. Now, Truant just backed out of level 9. Where is he going?
I believe he's going to pick up the silver arrows that we all found an hour ago.
Good call.
And never picked up.
Yeah, those are slightly important. I thought you got those a while ago.
I'll come back to it. And then nobody came back. People weren't coming back to it.
I mean, they were right next to level 9, so you're in the vicinity, but at least you found them now instead of getting all the way to Ganon and being like, oh, I need those.
Yeah, question in chat. This is not a team or anything like that. There are 20-something people racing in this race tonight. We've just have 4 featured runners.
Now, I will say, if you guys are liking what you're seeing, there are rumors of another tournament coming end of this month, possibly mid to end of next month, so keep your eyes on that. Join the Zelda 1 Discord. We will be having some chats about those coming up. And, we do have some going on right now called the Battle Royale, set up by not only Random Effect here, but Redbird Grad, which are a series of mini tournaments. So if you guys are liking Zelda 1 Randomizer, come get involved.
Yeah. The Battle Royale has been a fantastic thing, and it's almost kind of alleviated my need for an honest, you know, an honest-to-God tournament. It's been so much fun watching these different flag sets all the time instead of, you know, being locked into one for an entire tournament.
Well, not just that. There's just something for everyone too. You have your easier tournaments, then you have on Monday nights.
Flesh Wound.
Yeah. But someone asked how hard the Zelda 1 Randomizer can get. Watch the Flesh Wound tournament.
Yeah, tomorrow night at 11 Eastern, 10 Central. Swordless one-hit KO.
I believe that's the finals of that tournament too.
It's the semis. There are actually 3 unfortunate souls still in that one, including Random Effect here. Who was unfortunate enough to continue to advance in that tournament.
And then on Tuesday, we have Zelda and the Holy Grail, which is going to be a fun one to watch. 4 people left in that one.
Yeah, that's the one where any item could open level 9, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. I assumed with the name that was the case, but...
It has a couple other tweaks to it, but we'll talk about that on Tuesday. Yeah, Fury, I think we are getting to that case where Ganon is going to be hiding behind a magical staircase today.
Oh, man. I do these things to myself.
But this is potentially feeding into truant for whoever finds that staircase first. Could run away with it.
What happened to Antlers? I mean, nothing happened to Antlers. It's just not going. He hasn't made the right plays. He hasn't gone to level 1. Level 1 was critical. Ladder and bow in level 1. He has found himself stranded in level 8 for quite some time now, which we have the map to now, thanks to CCX.
For a newer runner, what this stage required you to do, it can be a little bit of a challenge. I mean, these aren't easy seeds for any stretch of the imagination. These were bracket flags for a reason. These were more advanced in the Swiss round.
Yeah. So many potential things shuffled, switched, moved around. The addition of the second quest rooms was something that, everybody had to get kind of used to. Once you did, it wasn't such a big deal, but at the time, it was like, oh my gosh, second quest rooms. I haven't played second quest since I accidentally put Zelda in as my file name back when I was a kid. And this, it's not a huge time waste because it does have the recorder in it, which is required, but it is an intense dungeon. And yeah, level 6 had the potential to be a much bigger time waste than level.
Well, I mean, even as level 9 now Random's been dealing with. He's been in here for a good 15 minutes now, and it's just been Labyrinth, which level 9 tends to be.
He has almost as many items as everyone else. He's just missing those particular ones, and the reason being that the ladder, which is in level 1, along with the bow, those are 2 of the items on there. The ladder is required to get the power bracelet. So, and then there's no sense in picking up the silver arrows if you don't have the bow. So,
yeah, especially when you've already explored the upper East Coast, because no reason to go back up there if you can't shoot them anyway.
Yeah. You just have to remember to go back and get them, like Truant.
Yeah. We'll have to discuss that with him later if he slipped there a little bit.
Yeah.
But, again, thankfully he remembered before he went into 9 instead of getting all the way again and be like, oh, oops.
We were all ready for him to go into 9, and he didn't have the bow or the silver arrows. Fortunately, he had picked up at least one of them before making his way over there.
In Randomizer, you need to find the map, so we have to find the map of this level 9. And it could be anywhere inside the dungeon, and sometimes it can even be behind Ganon, and it can even be where the kidnap lies.
Yeah. Kind of a trolly spot for it. At that point, you really don't need the map, but yeah. Okay, I was just about to say it would almost be worse if Antlers were like dominating this race right now, because he had gotten knocked out of the race room, so he couldn't finish. He could not done if he were the winner, but he just re-entered the room.
Okay, he talks about Patra that we heard. I was just saying, did we hear the pig? But just Patra playing tricks.
Oh, Patra, you so silly.
We do have a potential staircase, though.
Oh, be the book.
It's transport.
This has been a 9. I can only imagine how Redbird Grad feels right now. I know he hates level 9.
I think Redbird would call this sightseeing percent. And that staircase in the far upper left corner just sends it back to the middle of the map, so that's not what we needed.
Yeah. Well done by Random there to clear up that room with 1 heart.
And speaking of Redbird Grad,
I called him out.
We do have our first place finisher off stream. It is Redbird Grad with a time of 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 15 seconds.
Oh man, I'll have to eat my words there. Don't watch the restream. Don't watch the VOD, Redbird.
So Redbird wasn't one of the featured for tonight, but he has finished in the off-stream segment.
We should have our second finisher as well. Amazing Toaster finishing in second place. Amazing Toaster, who was actually one of the huge stories of this last tournament. He was the #1 seed going into brackets. A little bit out of nowhere, he finished second here. The official SRL time of 1 hour 19:09. Random effect. Meanwhile, it's taken a death in level 9. Maybe it's a good thing it transferred him back into the southeast. Maybe try bombing the wall. You know, it's possible there were some bomb walls he didn't try earlier. He was short on bombs. He does have a red potion. He does have a blue potion.
Now the thing for Random though is Truant so far has had about the same luck. And we have Adirondack Rick finishing in third place with a time of 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 31 seconds. So our podium has been filled.
Our speed gaming scheduling coordinator finishing in third place. I'll call that Adirondack rigged. That he has come out with a third place finish. Just kidding. Congratulations, Rick. Good buddy of mine. Good buddy of everybody's. He's just a good guy.
Amazing Toaster in chat. GG Toast. Well played.
We'll do a virtual interview. Did you hate level 9 as much as everybody else, Toaster?
Alright, CCX has grabbed his Triforce here in level 7. Meaning he has that recorder getting to level 2, so he could be making the way to 9 relatively soon as well.
Yeah, could just be a matter of time. He's certainly in his decision making here so far has outperformed Antlers, who just really by virtue level 1 was absolutely required to get this seed going. Level 8 was the key to finish it off, but 1 was what you needed to even really get going.
Yeah, level 1 is definitely the linchpin of this seed for sure. Theorwolf finishing 4th with 122.07.
Yeah. Theorwolf, one of the few guys in the world that a 4th place finish will probably harm his average standing. According to our tracker Fury, Theorwolf was the first guy to make it into level 9. Not surprising, gotta be honest.
Well, that's just how these level 9s can tend to work, is they're just such a maze.
Yeah.
And if you just matter of can you take the right path first.
Yeah.
Random's just looking at his map right now thinking, where else can I go?
Yeah. Dude's gameplay is on point in the randomizer for sure. RC Turn does do runs occasionally. He does a lot more vanilla than he does randomizer these days, though, because he is on the precipice of, you know, cracking into the top 3. That is, if Cantaloupe, who's also been on fire lately, doesn't post a new time. Yeah, from the sound of things, Toaster, you had a much more fortunate level 9 than we're seeing out of some of these other runners. As we just had a 5th place finisher, Sea Falcon, showed us his moves. And I mean, my heart kind of goes out to Random Effect right now. He's been, I mean, he played a phenomenal race up till level 9.
Well, it's not even that he's doing a quote-unquote bad job in level 9, it just he hasn't found the right path yet.
Yeah, level 9 has done something to him. It was, you know, I don't think, like I said, it wasn't anything he did. Adaginos finished in 6th place, 124.29. Yeah, you can tell this is a tough seed. If these guys, if it's taking an hour and 20 minutes for these guys, these are seasoned players, skilled players. Guys, I mean, Adaginos and Random Effect finished a swordless one-hit KO seed in about an hour and a half last week, so... Falcon in the IRC comments that explain what went wrong, but the answer was literally everything. I think we can all agree with that for those of us watching Random Effect here.
Oh my god, look at that level 9 liquid.
I had some mozzarella earlier, but I suddenly have a hankering for Swiss cheese.
That is one mighty piece of Swiss cheese. And I believe Truant Gamer had just found Ganon, and he does.
Oh! He was to the right all along! Just go right! I told you, go right!
Yeah, but look where that level 9, look where he is, though. It's in that one little segment.
Yeah, not the first place you would look.
And I believe Random's gonna be right on his heels, though. And he is. Oh. Random is about to go into Ganon as well.
Oh, man.
He has one heart, though.
He does have a potion, though. And he knows where the kidnapped is. I'm not sure if Truant found that information or not. He certainly seems to have a purpose, though.
Yeah, it looks like Truant is making a bit of a beeline.
Hey, Falcon! Congratulations on your finish.
And Random Effect takes down Ganon. And it does look like...
Definitely looks like Truant's on his way, though, so... I'd say smart money is on him finishing first if he can clip past this.
And the door opens for Truant Gamer. He goes through it and rescues Zelda with an official time of 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 34 seconds. Being the first of our feature 4 to finish. Let's get some GGs in chat for Truant Gamer.
Yes, congratulations to him. Also, and Zelda with $5 to spare in a room with her.
Random Effect hot on Truant's heels. About to head into the same room. Door opens for Random. Random goes through. And Random takes 2nd place of our featured 4, 8th place overall with a time of 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 5 seconds.
He is the heroine of Hyrule. And perhaps just as symbolic of this seed is that, almost simultaneously, Panther Dave has forfeited from the race. And we are joined by our first featured runner to finish, the one and only Truant Gamer. Congratulations, man.
Thanks, guys. Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely. So talk us through that seed. That was quite a thing. And we do have our Random Effect with us as well. GG Random, well played.
It was a G. I don't know about well played, but I don't know what I could have done differently. I just took wrong turns at 8 and 9, which cost me 45 minutes. I would have been done 45 minutes ago had I not had I gone into 8 after level 1, and had I just taken that door in level 9 earlier, that it's just, when you have, double magic staircase and a hint that says go to the southeast, but everything is literally blocking the southeast. What do? You try what you can, and then you start taking the staircases you did, and then I actually stopped tracking level 9 in the middle of it, because I was like, oh, I found a way over to the east, and then it turned out to be bogus, and I was like, crap, I didn't even have the staircase I needed to get to the staircase. I didn't even have that marked down anymore, that's why you saw me at the end. I was pausing, and I was looking at my map, and I up and ate stupidly, because I couldn't remember which staircase I had seen that took me over to the left, to the west, whatever.
Yeah, that was a very painful level 9 for most parties involved. Sounds like for everyone except for Amazing Toaster, who I think made a lot of really fortunate plays. I will say this about it though, Random. At least you didn't go over to level 9 without the bow and silver arrows. Hello, truant gamer.
Hey, I had the bow. Back off.
It's one of those things, like, you saw it in the overworld, and you probably marked it on your tracker, and you just forgot about it.
Well, I was waiting until I ended up with 6 hearts, because it was right next to the warp. I figured I'll get back to it eventually, and then I walked to 9, went 2 rooms, and said, oh crap, I gotta back up.
Yeah, I did this. I left it pretty late until I was basically ready for level 9. At that point, I actually think I grabbed it because I was still doing some overworld, because I hadn't found level 2 yet, of course. So I think I grabbed it even before level 2. But I got lucky that my last 2 dungeon items were 6 and 7, and I just decided to dig 6, even though that thing looked horrendously big. But you basically needed to full clear it anyway, so whatever. I'm glad I didn't search anything of level 7, because I had no way of knowing where to go in there.
Yeah, I made that decision as well. I went into 6 hoping to find a hint for 7, and that was bogus. And then stumbled across 7 and just took the Triforce and went back to 1, because I would rather dive 1 again than go through 7 all the way.
Oh, do we not have shuffled hints? Did level 1 tell you where level 2 was?
It said something about a lake. Somewhere had a
okay.
lake.
Well, I mean, either way, you still needed to dive into 6 or 7. I guess if I would have known that a bit earlier, that might have. I don't know. Actually, that probably wouldn't have changed anything, to be honest. I think what would have changed is that. Actually, I don't know what would have changed, to be honest, because when I think about it, if I would have dug level 1 before level 8, that means I would have quote-unquote go-moded level 8, but then I still would have needed the recorder, and I probably... Well, I know I would have done 6. Having had the Triforce in 8, I would have done level 6 beforehand. Did you... Wait, the bow was in... What was in 8?
Recorder was an 8.
The recorder was an 8. Okay, what was I thinking? I'm being dumb. The recorder was an 8. I went into 8, grabbed 1 item in the Triforce, and left. Was it completely ladder blocked, as people know? It was ladder blocked on my end. The recorder in 8.
No.
It was not?
It was,
okay.
Not to my knowledge, no.
It must have been you gone up from the Triforce and then left.
It may have been. Now, did either of you guys find the staircase to Zelda? Because CCX just came out north of Zelda out of a staircase.
North of Zelda? I found a staircase up there, but I don't think there was a way to go down from there.
Yeah. There was a staircase with a shutter door that didn't open. I'm kind of thinking that, so I'm guessing that was above Zelda?
I did not find that.
I found a staircase that led right above Zelda, but I honestly don't think that there was a door south of me. Maybe there was. Maybe I just didn't mark it, but I don't know. I did find there was a staircase if you went 3 up and 3 over to the left. 3 up and 3 left. That staircase took you right above Zelda.
Okay.
But you kind of had to go a little bit of a roundabout way to get to that staircase. But I honestly don't remember seeing the. Now I kind of want to go back in and see if that was actually a shutter door. I didn't mark it as a door, but maybe I'm mistaken.
Meanwhile, off stream, Fred Coughlin, the creator, who suffered along with us tonight, finished in 9th place, It's testament to the difficulty of this seed, seeing these guys, highly skilled runners, you guys included, along with some of these other folks finishing off stream, taking them an hour 20, an hour 30 to finish this thing. This was a deceptively tough seed, but I think most of it lay with the level 9.
Yeah, this was very interesting because we've now had like 4 forfeits in the race right now.
Yeah, and decent runners forfeiting, not people who are just kind of like, oh, sorry, quitting. We've had Antlers just forfeited, one of our featured runners. JSR forfeited earlier. Panzer Dave, Alsoa.
So it's like I think it's mostly one of those things of like they just don't want to finish. Like it's kind of been a pain. It's already like over an hour and a half. I will say this. I will agree with you that it was deceptive because I thought I was in go mode at 37 minutes, and 50 minutes later I finished. That's pretty darn bad. As far as wow, this is going to be really fast seed to no, hold your horses there, buddy.
Yeah, I think I was just looking for the bow around the half hour in, and I knew if I found that I was good to go, but I still had quite a bit to dig through at that point.
Yeah, once I did level 1, which was about at the half an hour mark, it was like right around 30 to 40 minutes. I think I looked down at about 34 or 37 minutes or something like that. When I looked down after I'd done level 1 and got the ladder and the bow, I was like, well, I got ladder, I got bow. I have a raft, and I have silvers in front of me. Like, as long as something isn't blocked by the power bracelet or the recorder, I'm in go mode, and 100% overworld and all the way back through level 8 later, and all of that nonsense in level 9. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going back and seeing what the times were in the bracket stages of the last tournament to see. They had to have been about 1:15.
I'd say that's probably an average is like 110, 115. This was, if level 9 wouldn't have been that bad, I would have been done 20 minutes ago almost. Sure, I'm sure a lot of people would have, but I was in 9 for quite a while. I actually had to leave 9 twice for bombs.
No, we do have Antlers in chat with us now. GG Antlers. It was a tough seed, but good effort.
Yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate it. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
We can.
Yeah. Continuing my choke streak on the weekly. I must have missed something. I don't know where it was, but I obviously missed a spot somewhere.
Oh, you were missing one of the levels?
Yeah. People kept asking in chat, why doesn't Antlers have any items? It's just because the items that we show on the tracker, 2 of those were in level 1. One of them, the ladder, was required to get one of the other items that's on the tracker, the power bracelet, and then there's no reason to have the silver arrows if you don't have the bow, which was in level 1.
Right. Yeah, where was level 1, out of curiosity?
South Coast heart container on the South Coast in vanilla.
Heart container on the South Coast.
Yeah, like two screens right of the power bracelet spot on the right near start on the coast.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow,
That's
I don't know
level 1.
how I missed that. Maybe I bombed it open, and then I was dealing with those Lionels, and never went in, and just brain farted it.
Did you die on that screen?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't. That's really odd. But yeah, I think it's just, I don't know, maybe it's the pressure of being restreamed or what, but probably just thinking too much and just trying to route out where I was going next, and completely forgot to go in.
There's the bad news is that you didn't find level 1 and progress in the seed. The good news is you never had to play level 9.
Level 9 was nasty. It was nasty. It was double magic staircase to Ganon.
At this point, I would take 9. Like, I would play 9 through if I knew I never had to set foot in that 8 again. I was in 8 probably. I was in 8 probably half the time that I was playing.
Yeah, so was I. So I was in there for about the same amount of time I was in level 9 probably.
Yeah,
maybe a little less.
I was in there so long because I thought I had 100% of the overworld, and so I couldn't find one. I was like, the ladder has to be in here somewhere. I've got to be missing a bomb wall somewhere. but obviously that was incorrect.
Yeah. The recorder was in there, and that was a required item because level 2 was under Recorder Lake. But
Yeah, this was just a fairly nasty seed where required item is deep in a big dungeon, and then level 9 just. The hint was just the deceptive part. Like, if I wouldn't have gotten that hint, like, I might have cleared level 9 about 5 to 10 minutes faster. But the hint really kept driving me over there. I couldn't do anything.
Right here. He's here in the southeast. This is where I started. He's really close by.
Yeah.
About 30 bombs later, figuring out that you can't ever get over there.
The seed has taken another victim of Unos not choosing not to finish. And Dr. J finishing in 10th place with a time of 1:38.51.
Yeah. And CCX taking the random effect route of being completely bombless now in level 9. Gonna go out and make some purchases.
That's my route now.
Yeah. Just bomb everything and hope for the best, right?
Yeah, I was a little upset that the reds were so beefy. That made it a little bit of a pain to not have them at. They were 6, at least 5 or 6.
They were 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enough.
Yeah.
Sure.
And yeah, after like not getting bombs the first time, I'm like, well, it's probably just gonna like me repeating and going back into that second room of level 9. It's gonna take just the same amount of time for me to just like up an A, go buy some bombs, go back through the warp, and come right up here. Like that's the same amount of time to me. So I did that at least once, maybe twice. I honestly can't remember anymore.
That was probably the right play because I did what you didn't, and I kept trying to farm that room, and they just were not dropping.
Yeah, I've had that before, and I did it like one time, and then I was like, all right, they didn't drop. I'm gonna just up an A and save and just go. I've done that too many times where I've waited on things to drop bombs and they just literally don't, and so you just waste more time. But yeah, it was something. GG's to Truett coming in hot right before me.
Yeah, and it was funny because right as all this was going down, as you're, going all through this 9, I said, Redbird probably hates me right now because I know how much he enjoys having to full clear level 9, and like 10 seconds later, the dude Dunn's first place.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
I know better than to call him out now.
So he must have got in at like 30 minutes then, right?
I'm curious of when he got in there and what he did. I'm like, this is one of those 9s where majority I think are gonna, take 15 to 20 minutes, but then there's gonna be a few that just somehow they take the right path and it's just right there for them.
Zyrakian says that Redbird full cleared level 9, so he must have been in there pretty quick. Theirwolf was first one in, according to our tracker Fury. Toaster admits to not having a tough time with level 9, compared to others. I think Rick had as much trouble as everyone else.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like I guess I could have made the decision that I was over in that area in the northeast, and I was out of bombs, and there were so many bomb walls to be bombed there that when I took the stairs that led me over to the west and that door, I was like, well, this isn't really that helpful right now. I'd rather grab some bombs and come back up here. And then when that didn't work, I started taking all the other staircases that I had found besides that one, because I hadn't actually tracked it. So, fun times. I think if I would have had more bombs in the northeast, if I would have exhausted the options up there, I might have taken that staircase the first time and gone through the right door. It was just serendipitous that I didn't have the bombs at the time, and it was tempting.
Yeah. My apologies personally for rolling the seed. I thought it was a fine seed up until a certain point. I'm such a fan of the vanilla game, I decided that the raft and the recorder needed to be blocking one dungeon apiece.
I mean, the raft was easy enough, the recorder wasn't, so I do blame you on that one.
Yeah, I probably used the raft more than more than everyone else in this featured race combined. All the times I went back and ate.
All right, so with that, I think we're going to say goodnight to our feature runners and start wrapping things up. So, Truant Gamer, Random Effect, and Antlers, great job and a really fun race to watch. Well played by all of you, and hopefully we'll see you next week on the next race.
For sure. Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, guys. GG's.
All right, and we're going to take a quick look at the speed gaming schedule here. Tomorrow we have a Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze race at 11 o'clock in the morning. We have some Link to the Past Randomizer at 3 o'clock. At 6 o'clock we have Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer. At 7 o'clock we have Luigi's Mansion. At 8:30 we also have Luigi's Mansion. Those are tournaments, I believe. At 9 o'clock we have a community race for Super Metroid and Link to the Past. And then we close out tonight with more Link to the Past Randomizer. So, got a full docket on the schedule for tomorrow if you guys enjoy Randomizer and other awesome games. A couple tournaments going on. So please stay tuned tomorrow. And again, please give all 4 of these guys a follow for a heck of a race. We had Antlers, Truant Gamer, Random Effect, and CCX all putting on a really great show for us. And again, please follow our tracker behind the scenes, say Fury SK, as well as my co-commentator, Liquid Husband. Liquid, it was a pleasure, my friend. Always fun to call with you, man.
Oh, I always have a blast with you, Dark Falls. I always have a blast calling these Zelda 1 randomizer races, especially the ones that take place on Speed Gaming 2, my favorite restream channel for the Zelda 1 randomizer, and the whole Speed Gaming family of networks. Always a pleasure to work with Rick and Cyclone and Feasel and anyone else that come into contact with these guys. Just a class act all the way through. Sorry we couldn't make it over onto the main channel tonight. Final Fantasy was being just about as much of a pain as this level 9 has been for guys tonight. So that appears to be the theme on Speed Gaming this evening. Final bosses and end parts of the game just really wrecking people.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Randomizer does. Randomizer giveth and Randomizer taketh away.
Yeah. I think the last one of these Speed Gaming Weeklies that I did on here was very anticlimactic. It lasted about 28 minutes or something like that. Or no, yeah, like Theorwolf, who was not featured on stream, finished in like 24 minutes. And everyone was like, that's it? So nice to get a good solid hour-and-a-half race in here as well.
Absolutely. And I will say we are at the end of our allotted time for this particular race. If you guys want to go over to CCX's channel and cheer him on once we go off air, we invite you to do that. Please go show him some love and support as he finishes this off.
Yeah, he's
with
doing
that,
a fantastic job.
With that, I was Dark Falls. With me today was Liquid Husband. Tracking force behind the scenes was Fury SK. And we are on the Speed Gaming family of networks. Everyone have a fantastic evening. Liquid, send us on out, my friend.
All right, man. For my main man here, Dark Falls and Fury, and like he said, all the fine folks of the Speed Gaming family of networks that have helped us out tonight and helped us out any other time here on Speed Gaming 2. Like I said already, my favorite restream network for Zelda Run Randomizer. This is Liquid Husband saying thank you so much for watching. Go hit up CCX, show him some love, help him, cheer him on to finish this out. As far as we go, though, this is good night and good luck.
Have a great night, everyone. See you on the next show.